Jonathan Kensington had always lived a life of luxury and privilege, thanks to his father, Gregory Kensington, a successful entrepreneur who owned a chain of upscale restaurants renowned for their exquisite cuisine and impeccable service. From a young age, Jonathan had grown accustomed to the finer things in life: private schools, extravagant vacations, and exclusive social circles. Yet, despite the comfort and opulence that surrounded him, Jonathan often felt a sense of disconnect from the world outside his bubble of wealth. One evening, during a lavish dinner at one of his father's flagship restaurants, Jonathan found himself pondering this disconnect. The restaurant buzzed with activity as waiters elegantly navigated between tables, attending to the needs of well-dressed patrons. Jonathan observed their graceful movements and polished demeanor, marveling at their ability to anticipate the desires of diners with effortless efficiency. As he watched from his seat at a corner table, Jonathan couldn't help but wonder about the lives of the restaurant staff beyond their roles as servers. What were their dreams, their aspirations? What challenges did they face outside the glamorous facade of the restaurant? It was during this moment of reflection that a bold idea struck Jonathan. Determined to bridge the gap between his privileged upbringing and the reality of those who worked in his father's restaurants, he decided to go undercover. With the help of a trusted friend who worked at the restaurant, Jonathan devised a plan to experience life on the front lines of the hospitality industry. Dressed in a discreet waiter's uniform and armed with a new identity, Jake, a recent college graduate looking for a job in the service industry, Jonathan embarked on his undercover mission. On his first day as Jake, he nervously entered the bustling kitchen of the restaurant, where the head chef greeted him with a raised eyebrow and put him to work immediately. Jonathan found himself immersed in the fast-paced environment of the kitchen, learning the intricacies of plating dishes and ensuring they met the restaurant's exacting standards. The head chef, a formidable figure with a passion for culinary perfection, taught him the importance of precision and attention to detail in every aspect of food preparation. Throughout the evening, Jonathan shadowed one of the veteran waiters, Carlos, who had worked at the restaurant for over a decade. Carlos was a seasoned professional with a warm demeanor and a knack for customer service. He patiently guided Jonathan through the nuances of serving patrons, from recommending dishes to handling special requests with finesse. As Jonathan followed Carlos through the dining room, he gained a newfound appreciation for the dedication and skill required to deliver exceptional service. He observed how Carlos effortlessly balanced multiple tables, remembered each diner's preferences, and ensured that every guest felt welcomed and valued. However, it was during a quiet moment in the midst of a busy dinner service that Jonathan's perception of his father's business underwent a profound transformation. While discreetly observing Carlos from afar, he noticed the waiter discreetly checking his watch and exchanging meaningful glances with a few of his colleagues. Intrigued, Jonathan decided to discreetly follow Carlos during his break. He trailed him through the maze of corridors that led to the restaurant's back areas, eventually arriving at a small, dimly lit room tucked away from the bustling dining room. It was the staff break room, a sanctuary where weary waiters and kitchen staff gathered during brief respites from their demanding shifts. Inside, Jonathan witnessed a different side of his father's empire. The room, though modest in comparison to the elegant dining areas, was filled with laughter and camaraderie as staff members shared meals, swapped stories, and formed bonds that transcended their roles as servers, chefs, and dishwashers. Jonathan was struck by the genuine warmth and solidarity among the staff, a camaraderie that went unnoticed by most patrons who saw only the seamless service. As he listened to their conversations, Jonathan realized with a pang of guilt how little he knew about the people who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to maintain the Kensington restaurant's reputation for excellence. He heard stories of long hours, personal sacrifices, and unwavering dedication to their craft, all fueled by a shared passion for hospitality and a commitment to delivering memorable dining experiences. But it was one particular conversation between Carlos and a young waiter named Maria that left a lasting impression on Jonathan. They spoke earnestly about their aspirations. Carlos dreamed of opening his own restaurant one day, while Maria hoped to save enough money to pursue a culinary education abroad. Their words were filled with hope, resilience, and a quiet determination to build better futures for themselves and their families. Moved by what he had witnessed, Jonathan knew that he could no longer ignore the profound impact his father's business had on the lives of its employees. He realized that success was not just about profits and prestige, but about the people who contributed their passion and dedication every day to create memorable dining experiences for others. The next morning, Jonathan met with his father, Gregory, in his office overlooking the city skyline. With a newfound humility and understanding, Jonathan shared his experience as Jake, recounting the insights he had gained and the admiration he now held for the restaurant staff. Gregory listened intently, his expression a mix of surprise, pride, and contemplation. "You've learned a valuable lesson, Jonathan," Gregory finally said, his voice tinged with emotion. "Running a successful business isn't just about what happens on the surface. It's about the dedication, hard work, and passion of every person who walks through our doors, from the kitchen staff to the waiters and beyond." From that day forward, Jonathan became more involved in his father's business, not just as an heir to the Kensington Empire, but as someone who understood and respected the invaluable contributions of its employees. He implemented new initiatives to support staff development, enhance workplace culture, and ensure fair wages and benefits for all. Under Jonathan's leadership, the Kensington restaurants became known not only for their exquisite cuisine and impeccable service, but also for their commitment to fostering a supportive and inclusive work environment. He encouraged open communication, recognized outstanding performance, and empowered employees to pursue their career aspirations within the company. As Jonathan watched Carlos and his fellow waiters greet patrons with genuine smiles and impeccable service, he knew that he had found his own place within the Kensington legacy, one built on empathy, humility, and a deep appreciation for the people who made it all possible. And so, Jonathan's journey from privilege to understanding became a testament to the transformative power of empathy and first-hand experience. He continued to learn from the dedicated staff who brought the Kensington restaurants to life each day, fostering a sense of unity and shared purpose that extended far beyond the dining room. In the end, Jonathan Kensington's undercover mission had not only opened his eyes to the realities of the hospitality industry, but had also sparked a newfound commitment to making a positive difference in the lives of others. As he reflected on his journey, Jonathan knew that his father's legacy would endure, not just in the success of the Kensington restaurants, but in the enduring bonds of respect, compassion, and camaraderie that defined their workplace culture. Thank you so much for watching this story. I put a link down below about something very interesting you'll like. Go check that out. Subscribe for more daily content. See you on the next one.